Hello,
Hey,
everybody.
everybody.
Hi.
Um,
And welcome to the second show of Castles and Cocktails. We have a great show today.
yeah,
We
I'm
have
excited.
my dear friend, Pete McDevitt. I love him. He's going to be in shortly. We're going to be talking about saying goodbye to the 50th anniversary and what we liked about it and what we didn't.
There are quite a few things.
There's a list. But one good thing I think came out of the 50th anniversary, and I think it was the Magical Beacon.
Excellent cocktail.
This one right here. Look how cute that is.
Low cube.
That's
We
pretty.
did a little spin on it so we could call
Yes.
it something else. We put vodka instead of gin, but essentially the same flavors, same taste, and
Right.
the glow cube makes it. I mean, I'm a sucker for a drink with a glow cube.
Oh my gosh. I have
Honestly.
a drawer full of them.
Oh, you do
because
too?
Larry
She showed
is
me
a sucker.
yesterday. It's like
Would it be
$25.
weird if I put a poison apple glow cube in here? And Mike's like, no, just get a
Ooh.
regular glow cube. What's wrong with you? It's like,
I
okay.
remember back at Disneyland, they had the Oogie Boogie Dice glow cubes,
Mhm.
and I would like cherish them. I'm like, these are the
Yes.
coolest.
That'd
Come
be
across
super
those
cool.
in the drawer, the lotus flower one from
Mm,
Yeah.
Nomad Lounge. So many cool ones.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
guys, I
like
just old, so I sound awful.
Oh, we got for the Boo Bash, we got Mike Zilkowski, the straw topper that
Oh,
glows.
cute.
I could shove
that.
Yes, I could shove him in a drink. I'm sure he would work fine.
Absolutely.
So speaking of drink, let's go ahead and show our viewers how to make it. Right there. That's the good stuff.
There's the change.
Blue Carousel. That was hard.
I think we've used blue carousel.
You know, that was hard to find for a while.
Yeah. I never remember that. But all Disney cocktails use the blue carousel. They must
Almond
like,
syrup.
buy all of it up.
Oh, yeah.
And the glow cube. You gotta have the glow cube.
The
Have a glow
glow
cube.
cube.
Cherry on
I
top.
mean, you know, it's like going to Universal and you have to find the glow cups with the drinks and walk
Yes,
around
with the little
Halloween
thing
Horror
on the
Nights.
bottom.
Oh my gosh. That's fun.
Yes, we are. I'm a sucker for a gimmick. I'm like, yes,
I
give me
am-
all of the fun things. that
I am
cost
too if
money.
it comes, you know, with alcohol.
Yes, absolutely.
They had a really pretty glow cube at Christmas time that was gold and it was Mickey shaped, and it was a
Ooh.
bourbon drink that Larry got.
Is it
That
the one
one?
that was like the Christmas ball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
kinda-
those are really
yeah.
cool.
It was at Steakhouse 71.
Really, we got it at Old Key West.
Oh, okay. I haven't been there.
Really, they have
Yeah.
a really cool pool bar.
Pool bar.
Yeah,
I might have to hit that up.
like right as soon as you walk into the resort, it's so easy to find, which makes it really nice.
Right. That would be good for a Skyliner day drinking shindig.
Yeah, when we went down this last time, my dad and I, one of the days, did a Sasagula River bar crawl. So we started at Disney Springs, we went to Saratoga Springs, then we went to Old Key West, then we went to Port Orleans, both sides. And it was a really fun day.
That's cool.
Yeah, we love doing that kind of stuff. We do a lot of non-park days.
A non-park days of drinking.
Yes, I mean, that's essentially all we do on non-park days.
Relaxing, poolside. There you go. Some drinks. Yes.
So how long do you last when you do that?
We go all day. We go hard.
Do you? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I could last all day. I would try though.
I mean, we try to eat and we drink like copious amounts of water.
Okay.
You know, we bring like liquid IV packets. Like that's what I have in my Loungefly. It's basically like my camera stuff and then water bottles and then like tons of packs of liquid IVs. And I'm like, all right, guys, we've got to hydrate.
Right.
So
Even if
8
you're
more
not,
hours of drinking ahead of
yeah, even if you're not drinking alcohol, like people totally underestimate the Florida heat and the humidity.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I was just there at the first day of Flower and Garden on March 1st, and I think I saw at least 1 or 2 people gotten taken out on surgery because it was atrociously
It
hot
was
that day.
really hot. I got really sunburned that day.
Me too. Me
I was not
too.
expecting it. The sun's not usually that strong at the beginning of March. And
Mhm.
I went back and I had, my arms were red, my face, the back of my neck from where I'd pulled my hair up. I was like
Wow.
shocked by how much sun I got that day.
Right. I think
Yeah.
I saw a couple of TikToks of some drunk people on that weekend. Well, he wasn't drunk.
Mitch might always be drunk. You never know with him.
Come on. What are you doing?
He's so goofy.
He's a menace.
Oh my god.
I love a mischievous Stitch. Like
Like
that-
this part?
that's
Oh, man.
hilarious. But the fact that the cast member had to pick him up, I'm like, I feel like that could be a
Right.
safety
Yeah. I'm
issue.
surprised.
He's so goofy. Look at him scurry away. I love it.
That one was
Yeah.
funny. I don't know how I would react if I saw that.
I don't-
would probably
I
just
don't know that I would react. I'd probably just be stunned.
Yeah, I would be.
the whole
think
butt
any other
wiping thing.
Yeah. I feel like any other character, I would be very concerning. But the fact that it was Stitch, it was like,
You just never know.
Yeah.
You never know with Stitch. You just
you
never
don't know if you're going to
Yeah.
get cuddly Stitch or mischievous Stitch. And
Right.
that was definitely mischievous Stitch.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I saw another TikTok that had Stitch throwing snowballs at Donald's face in a picture. He was throwing
no.
snowballs at him.
Donald.
Donald, of all people, he gets
I
so
know.
mad.
He would. He'd be so upset.
Yeah, he would. So I think we're going to take a break and have a commercial break for our sponsors. You want to take us out?
Craving your favorite theme park treats right from the comfort of your home? Introducing MainStreetTreat.com. We bring your favorite treats right to your doorstep. Visit MainStreetTreat.com today and go ahead, treat yourself.
Happiness is addictive. Passionate about spreading laughter and creating smiles worldwide. Happiness is addictive brings our global community together through humor, optimism, cheer, hopefulness, and merriment. Happiness is addictive. Happiness is addictive.
Have you guys checked out that happiness collection?
No, I have not.
Okay, so I wanted to go through their collection real quick. I was like,
check out
oh,
that happiness collection?
whoa,
No,
what was that?
Okay,
so I wanted to go through their collection.
Someone's listening to it or it's in the background.
What was that?
Is it Larry?
Uh-uh.
To it or it's in the background.
Okay, stop. Okay, I got it. Okay,
I was like,
so I wanted to look at it really quick, and there's a ton of stuff.
really,
You can't look at it really quick. You have to have like 15 minutes.
Oh
Show
wow,
us, show us.
That's a
They
definitely-
they have dresses and skirts, and they have cool. I know Piano Rob was wearing a Tron shirt, and then his wife was wearing like a full suit Tron. I
Oh,
was
from
like,
them.
wow.
Oh, awesome! I have to definitely check that out. I love that kind of stuff.
Yes, and they had this cute Monsters Inc. dress that had the doors on it.
Aw.
I thought that would be really cute with a
Love that.
lounge fly.
Yeah, And your little straw topper.
I know,
There you
right?
go. Complete Disney bound.
I tried to Disney bound, but I'm all about comfort. But I did get a cosplay outfit for my Star Wars trip coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh,
you have
I'm
to see it. You're gonna
excited.
show us.
Yes, I haven't gotten it yet, but soon.
Can you give us a hint of who it is?
Yeah.
She's from Star Wars.
Oh,
is
now I
all.
know.
To be continued.
I think her name is Jen Euro.
Well, I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I just know it's cute.
That's all that matters. That's
That's
primary goal, right?
right. Is Pete in the background? Do we know Pete?
I think he is.
Oh,
There he is.
there he is.
Pete.
My good friend
Welcome.
Pete McDevitt
Good
here.
evening.
How's it going?
Good. I'd like to point out the last time I was with Larry, he did the same thing Stitch did to some of my shirts. So
Larry's kind of an a-hole sometimes. So this is Pete. Tell them about you. They don't know you.
Yeah.
I do.
Heather
Uh-oh.
does.
Heather does.
I love you, but I've never met you.
Well, nice to meet you, Beth and Morgan.
Nice to meet
and
you.
Hey, nice to
Heather,
meet you.
nice to see you again.
Yes.
About me, I don't know. I love Disney. I love sports.
Mhm.
I spent 20 years supporting the United States military, all branches of it.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
I'm 100% pro-military for all of our families, like Heather.
Hi,
And
Molly.
And now I had a medical tragedy that happened in September of 19 after a military event. I unfortunately got an infection and went into a coma for 40 days, spent over 400 in the hospital, had both legs amputated and my left hand amputated to save my life. And now I spend time trying to help other soldiers and other amputees that are dealing with this challenge
Wow,
of
that's
a new way of living. So I do that. That's what I'm not allowed to work anymore, unfortunately. So I spend my time volunteering to help others where I can. And I do YouTube just to keep my mental stability, because I wasn't ready to retire yet.
Yeah.
And started YouTube as really just to keep my son happy, and ended up liking what I was doing. And
Oh, really?
yeah, it was when I was in the hospital, he said to me, "Hey Dad, can we do YouTube? They won't let me show my Funkos." And I, at the time, was just coming out of a coma, literally just coming out of a coma. And I had no idea what was going on. And I just said, "Hey, yeah, sure, of course."
Absolutely. Whatever you want.
Yeah. We were home for 2 days when I got home, and he's like, "Let's go live." And I'm like, "Oh my God." And we had no equipment, no nothing. We just had a computer, and we went live. And I said, "You know what? I kind of like this. And that was 2 years ago. We've been doing our channel now for 2 years. And
That's awesome. You
4
jumped
million
right in the deep end. I mean,
jumped right in the deep end. Started with Disney. Still do Disney 3 days a week with what we do. I'm lucky to have executive producers for my channel in Florida, California, and France. We have Disney content that goes up every day of the week on my channel. New shorts, new longs, new everything there. We have and we do sports daily. And I'm just, the best thing that's come out of it is the friendships and relationships.
Absolutely. I
That's
agree.
the whole thing for me. It's the people that I've met, the people that, sorry, I'm turning that off. My the Orioles are going crazy right now. I got people texting me left and right. That's just the blessing. That's the amazing blessing. I was actually talking to someone from my company today that reached out to me about everything. They want me to come back for a big event that they're doing, and I agreed to do it. And we were talking. She's like, "Did you think, is this YouTube thing working?" Because she doesn't follow. She's not even into YouTube. And I said, almost 17,000 followers in 2 years and over 4 million views. I think we're doing okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're doing all right.
And if we're helping people, if we're putting a smile on people's faces,
Mhm.
it's worth more than any view, any subscriber, any super chat
And
You know,
enjoying it, if you're enjoying it, that makes all the difference.
you have to have fun. It's,
Yeah.
as I say many a times on the channel, it's the one F word in life I'm allowed to use consistently on my channel is fun, because that's
Aw.
what people should be doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If you're doing it, it should start out that way and should finish that way.
Right.
Mhm.
You're right. If it becomes a chore, then you shouldn't be doing it anymore.
Mhm.
It's,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you're a Disney YouTube enhancer.
Mhm.
Explain how you help YouTube channels.
I created that term about 5 or 6 years ago. I was not a creator. I was just in the streams watching people. And I had several channels that I really fell in love with when I first found this type of community. I was one of Resort TV One's initial group of moderators. I was WW Couple's first ever moderator on their channel. And I followed Prince Charming Dev. I followed Nick, Magical News Live, and people like Nate and Jackie when they were first starting, Corey Meets World. I followed all those in that little group, and I figured out if you could, with this social media thing, because it was kind of really in its birth stage for the Disney community. I figured out that if you took time to put out other people on social media and tell everybody about it and figure out a way to do it, you could really help them grow. And I take a lot of pride in knowing that I helped those channels when they were just starting out to get to somewhere of a standing point to do things on their own. I went as far as I traveled with my military position or support position I did. I traveled 3 out of 4 weeks a month. And I actually had this was long before all the URL codes and all this stuff. I had a sheet that I created and it had all the channels and their names. And if I saw somebody in an airport or on a military base as I was going around and they had anything Disney on them, a shirt, a jacket, a hat, a backpack, I'd go over to them. Hey, if you like Disney, go onto YouTube, check out these people. And
really?
I was on a plane.
Wow.
I was on a plane to Orlando. I was going to Orlando for a meeting at Shades of Green that we had to do. And I gave out on that plane 71 pages on there. And
Whoa.
literally as they were walking in, I was saying, hey, you like Disney? Here's a page. Here's a page.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
And the great thing about it was the best thing about it is I was in the stream. It was in Corey's stream, Corey Meets World. I was in his stream like a week later, and I was just moderating, doing my stuff. And 5 people, hey, I met you on the plane.
From the plane.
Oh.
Wow.
It made me feel like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm making a difference. Yeah.
The original promoter.
Yes. That's
helping out.
incredible.
I apologize. The phone's going crazy now. That crazy Disney lady's texting me. What are you doing? It's one of those days. So it's kind of cool that happened. So I created a term, an answer, because, you had influencers and I wasn't an influencer, but I was going to enhance as much as I could.
Answer is the perfect term for it.
Right. So when we started this YouTube channel and I said, okay, I'm going to start doing this, I made my mission to be an enhancer of a YouTube creator. And I've already interviewed, done over 400 interviews on my channel. I've interviewed just about every creator everybody knows. I'm working on finding other ones. We have segments on my channel is all about helping everybody else. I have a Friday night segment I do with my partner, Dad Builds, where we recognize over 120 channels a week that are under 1,000 subscribers, trying to bring them to light to other creators. And I have a segment on my channel called the race to 100K, where we recognize I recognize about 170 channels that are anywhere from under 100,000 down to 3,500. They all have to be putting out Disney content. They have to be family friendly. They have to be consistent on what they do. And we've graduated channels out of there like JoJo, like Pagey Mr. Morrow, like Five Fires out of California. Wow. It's great to see people hit that success and be able to recognize it. And as I tell everybody when they come into my channel, 2 things. One, I don't want anything for it. I don't want 1 penny. I'm not asking for a shout out on their channel. I don't need them to even, think of me as they're, in the middle of their sleep. I don't want anything for it. What I want is them to keep creating and putting smiles on people's faces. I'm not trying to get their subscribers. I can get my own. The only thing that I ask is that they continue to do what they're doing. That's the whole key.
That's so special.
You're like Disney contenter's fairy godmother.
I was just thinking that he's like the fairy godfather of Disney
You don't,
creators.
yeah, you don't want anything back. You appear when they need it, and they make it magical, ready for the ball, ready for YouTube. I love that. That is so
Andrew
fantastic.
can tell you what my nickname is.
The Godfather.
Oh, so it is.
It is. Yes, Valak says it all the time.
Yeah.
Steve.
I tried to get that. I have Valak. I have a 8 foot, I don't know, whatever it is, Valak here in my house that I was presented by Andrea and Larry. And Preston's got to get it from behind. We were trying to get it out. It fell behind the thing, which is better for me because it's not terrifying.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
But yeah.
Oh, everybody loves Valak.
Yeah.
I know. Pete started yelling "cat" when he saw Valak, so a lot of people started that. What is your favorite memory of Disney?
Favorite memory of Disney. I would probably say there's a lot of great ones with meeting friends, and they all involve that. Disney's totally different now than was, 10 years ago for me. 10 years ago, it was the family and running around and everything to do. And now when I go down there, I spend more time with friends than I do, the running around part. If I go to Magic Kingdom and I just ride Big Thunder and I get to see 12 friends and I get to, take in some desserts, I'm happy. And I can see my kids having a blast. I'm good. The best memory I have, I think, when I collapsed, the last memory that I have in 2019, before I collapsed, I was standing at the circle, the hub, looking down into the hub from the front down to the castle. And I was with Prince Charming Dev at the time. We were hanging out for the weekend and we were just talking in general about the history of Disney. And I literally looked at the castle and said, "See you later, Walt." And then when I went home, I collapsed that was on a Friday or a Sunday. I collapsed on Tuesday and went into a coma. And so that was kind of unique. That was my last memory. Well, when I went back, which was a little over 3.5 years later, and had my return in November with the family to my first time back, definitely challenging because I was in a full wheelchair then. I still wasn't walking on my own fully and all that yet. My best memory, honestly, out of everything, Kelly Myers from Myers and a Mouse, who's a good friend, told me, I knew he and I got close because he's a retired military, and he was working with his company that he's working with now. And he said, "Hey, I got called out. I can't make it over there to the park." And at that time, his wife had just lost one of her parents. I think it was her dad, and had just passed away. And she was out in Kansas. So I didn't expect to see Kelly. And literally we were coming out of Adventureland, walking back toward the hub, and Kelly walked around the corner. He literally, on his way to the airport, came and found me. And I have a picture hanging in my house of he and I with the embrace, and I was in tears. Because Kelly, you find people. Kelly, while I was in the hospital, I would call Kelly, and he was a medic, and I would tell him, "Hey, they're doing this," or "Hey, they're doing that," and he would walk me through. "All right, here's what's going to happen. Here's the reaction." He walked me through a ton of it, and I think that's the best reaction because it was a surprise to me. It's not often I'm speechless, and I didn't have words to say. I just sat there for a moment and kind of, cried for a minute because he got me through a lot of it, and that. And I mean, there's so many other things. I mean, Disney, but non-Disney. While I was laying in the hospital, while I was in the coma, Mouse Talk Walt and Steve from Steve's World flew up here. Walt lived here still. Walt was in Maryland. Steve flew from Indiana, and he and Walt went to my son's soccer game and supported him.
Oh,
really?
I wasn't there. And it's stuff like that that you just can't say. There was so many different charitable things done, fundraisers and stuff. We had $5 million worth of medical bills, and we had fundraisers that were done by tons of people in this community.
It's such an amazing community. It really is.
There's so many people that I wouldn't want to leave somebody out by being disrespectful. It was amazing, and we were blessed to have that. And I'm not perfect by any means. I mean, I make sure that people know that when I do my channel. I try to do a lot for others. There's a lot of things I can do better in life. There's a lot. I could be a better friend at times. I could be a better husband at times, a better dad at times. I could be a better creator at times where I don't have patience. There's, everybody has those check boxes.
Mm-hmm.
The key is at the end of the day, two things. One, when you get up in the morning, you can choose to be happy.
True.
I'm in pain 24/7. I'm in pain right now while I sit here. Things are always going to hurt me, but I can choose to be happy and try to have others happy. And I can go to bed asking myself, did I do what I could today to try to have the best day possible? And that's kind of what I try to do and try to improve things as I go along.
What an incredible mindset.
Yeah. And it sounds like you've cultivated and created this wonderful community, whether they were already established and just introducing other people to other people. And like it sounds like you're doing such incredible work. I'm like, oh, I met you sooner. I'm glad I'm meeting you now.
I
You sound so
know.
wonderful.
What a
Right.
big network to like be a part of. That's such a special group of people.
The Disney social media community is unique. I'm a part of a sports community. I'm a part of a hunting community because I used to love to hunt and fish and all that. The people over in these other communities are so very cutthroat. The way that they speak with people, the way that they treat people. The Disney community is unique in, so much of it is a very happy place to be.
So supportive.
It is. We have our challenges. I mean, there's times out there and,
Mm-hmm.
different, I guess, I don't know if beefs is a word, but little things that happen that, people have to deal with each other and everything. And, at the end of the day, I just move along from it. I just say, okay, you're out of my circle of trust. That's your choice. Move along and
Mm-hmm.
and I'll keep doing my thing. I'm not going to go out there, even with the people that I have issues with. I don't go out there and try to hurt anybody. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. We're on this earth. You're on this earth for the blink of an eye.
Right.
Kenny Chesney's song, Don't Blink is so perfect.
Yeah.
When you think about it. So it's why I tell everybody, Heather, obviously with a little bit of her background, I work with so many of these soldiers and talk to so many people on base that, you get to know that understanding of how precious this time is, and the support group that we see in the Disney community. Heather, I think you might agree with me with this. I look at the support group on base with what they have for each other, the families, while the soldiers are departing, everything. It's the passion, the energy, the love, the treatment is so much like our Disney community.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It really is.
Yeah.
Maybe more cussing, but
Yeah, well, definitely a lot of that. I actually, it's funny. I'm going to, my company is feeding breakfast to the entire base on Oceana Naval Station on the 5th. And I'm going to go there and I'm going to broadcast live from it. And the people I was talking with from my company were kind of laughing. They're like, "Are you going to be okay with that on your Disney thing?" And I sat back from. I said, "Yeah, I should be fine." Why? They said, "Come on, the minute it's going to be hot, something's going to happen. Somebody's going to leave a little F-bomb or two." I was like, you know what? They served our country. I'll roll with it. We can tap it out later. We'll deal with it.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds like my morning. I have a little bit of a potty mouth sometimes, but that's okay.
It happens to the best of us.
Yes, it does.
So yeah, I get to meet Pete in August.
That's right.
Well, we've already met last year.
Well, get to see him again.
Yeah.
But we have another one. I started that last year where I just felt it was great for people to see other people from the Disney social media community prior to or other than just in a park. So we created a community gathering here. We had 41 people last year. It's up close. I think it's going to be at 60 people this year.
Oh my gosh. And you're in Maryland, right?
I'm in Maryland. We have people flying in from the west, multiple people coming in from the West Coast, California, Oregon, Washington. We've got people flying in from Vegas. We got somebody coming up from Texas. People flying up from Florida, and then those that are driving from closer states, the Carolinas. I'm in the middle of an interview. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hi.
People that are driving in from the Carolinas and Pennsylvania and all over, and it's creators, but it's also those that are just I call them institutions in the community. They're your people that Ninja Watch. They're your people that talk in the chat. They're your moderators. It's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited about the baseball game.
We're going to the Orioles. We got so Friday night we're doing a huge cocktail party. Well, actually, it starts out Friday afternoon. We're going to lunch at this local great Mexican place. Then I'm taking them to this gourmet ice cream shop. It's the shakes. It's ridiculous. They are over the top. You know, it's got cake and cupcakes on top of the shake, and it's everybody's looking at them and shoulder back.
Really?
And then Friday night is a cocktail hour where we have a restaurant for 4 hours where everybody will mingle. The food's going to be great. We're doing crab cakes and shrimp, and oh god, it's a mini cheeseburger. It's off the hook. Food was really
Making
good.
me hungry.
Hey, that sounds delicious.
We've got door prizes to give away. I've got probably close to 50 door prizes. LBV just reached out to me just today. Maria's sending me a bunch of shirts to put in to give
I
away.
may have to crash.
We've
I'm
got
Inspiration Mike.
Hey, Mike, we've got ears. We've got all kinds of stuff. We got gift cards. People have given Disney gift cards. We're going to be giving away as door prizes. So that's going to be fantastic. We got that. So that's Friday. Saturday, we're doing the Disney baker, who's a legitimate baker in real life. He is going to be here at the house. He did cupcakes last year that people said were better than anything they've eaten at Disney.
Really?
I think he did cookies too. The
He did
black
cookies,
and
too.
white. Yeah. They were,
Yep, he did those. So this
Wow.
year he's doing cupcakes, but now he's also going to do school bread from over in Norway.
Oh,
So
I love
it's
school
gonna be
bread.
that. We got that in the morning. In the afternoon, we got a gourmet pizza house here where the pizza is like macaroni and cheese pizza, or it's all these unique things. The people, everybody went crazy last year about the pizza. I've never seen pizza go so fast. I had 10 pizzas here, and you'd have thought I only had 2. So,
Really?
but we're gonna have another pizza party, and then after that, everybody gets some time to go out on their own. There's some of the groups talking about going to see a movie at one of the big theaters right here. Some of the group are talking about going gambling because there's a huge casino right down by the
Going
stadium.
gambling.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Then we're meeting up Saturday night for the Orioles and Mets game. Do that. Then Sunday morning, I have another restaurant where we have a gourmet champagne brunch, and then everybody kind of breaks off. But it's a fun weekend of getting together and knowing people and having some fun. We will also. I haven't really told anybody this yet.
Ooh,
So this is fun.
Exclusive.
Yeah, almost all the voting is done for we have a Hall of Fame that was created for Disney social media. It's voted upon by the community, which is really cool.
How fun.
And with the way it's looking right now, there may be a presentation that night at our Friday night event for one of the inductees who will be announced coming up. So,
How cool.
Larry, too late. There's gambling. She knows.
I'm going.
So, I love the Hall of Fame. I'm very proud of that.
It is.
I'm very
It is
proud of
really
that.
neat.
We created about 2.5 years ago. I came up with the concept with a couple other friends that, hey, it all started literally. I was watching a buddy of mine, Steve from Steve's, where I was doing a video on his 10 favorite Muppets. And I was backstage with Mickey's Magic Meg, about to be interviewed by her. And we're watching as Steve's finished the show. And I jokingly said, we should give everybody a Muppet equivalent in the community, right? And Meg's like, you can't do that. Somebody gets Gonzo, they're going to be mad, thinking they got a big nose.
We have a Gonzo.
I call myself Gonzo. So
I love Gonzo.
So it went from that to, over a period of about 2 months, it developed into this concept of we were going to recognize people. I picked 20 channels in our community to be a part of it. They all got 10 votes each to vote people in for just being good, for being a great person in the community, a great creator, a strong moderator, a strong female leadership role, a strong male leadership role, a military induction. We have a military induction from somebody who's in our community who served our country. So we started that, and we did the first one. You can actually see it. Here, if I can move my wheelchair here a second. Turn this for a second. You see behind me here, there's all the buttons on the thing.
Oh, wow.
We did Muppets, we did Pixar, next one was Star Wars, we did Marvel, we did villains, and then we did Mickey and Friends. And
What a
basically,
great idea.
each segment, every inductee gets a character to go with them to join. So they go in together. We acknowledge this great character that was created by all these animators, artists, and all this stuff. And they get a number. I have a website where we document every last person. Those buttons are all custom made. They are hand numbered by my son. The only people that get them are the inductees and the 20 channels. We have a sponsor for the whole event. He's been with us the whole time. Tommy from Corner Sports pays for all the cost of making the buttons,
That's
shipping
awesome.
them out to everybody. So there's no cost to anybody. And it's a pretty awesome thing. I've actually seen live videos sent to me of people hearing that they went in, like two people were down in the park, literally started crying in the middle of Epcot. That
Aw.
because once the 20 channels vote, here's the great thing. So once the 20 channels vote, that we then made it that the inducted class now votes the next group. So
Oh, what a great idea.
yeah, so now we have 189 people in out of these tens of thousands of people that are in the community. And we are just about finished the voting for this next segment. Our next segment is called Disney Royals, and we're honoring all of the royal couples and or prince or princesses that are in the Disney community. And it's going to be, the show is in, we do an announcement show. The great thing is we do an announcement show a month before where we announce everybody that received 2 votes or more. So everyone hears their name that received 2 or more votes. And then a month later, the top 23 are inducted in. It's all done by numbers. It's all legit. And it's the actual community putting in
That's voting.
the next
Wow.
thing.
I
Next
love
vote.
that.
That's cool.
I'm very proud of that. And I'm not in it. I refuse. Well, here's the reason.
You'd win every time.
No. Here's the reason. In order to have something that's ethical and can be respected,
Mhm.
you can't have somebody that's in there being the one that's out there doing it. So I
Just
chose
remove
that
yourself from
I
the.
made myself completely not allowed to go in. I told everybody when this runs its course, when everyone feels that, hey, we've done 6 of these now, we do 2 a year. When we get to the point where it runs its course, if the community feels that I belong in there as the last member to be a part, then maybe I'll think about it. But until then, I'm going to stand there trying to do the right things. I don't care if it's somebody that gets voted in that he and I have a personal fist fight outside of Walt Disney and we hate each other. If they're voted in by the community, I will put them in. It's what they deserve. At the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about a community and doing the right things to make things better.
That's really special, Pete.
It's so fun to watch, and it's exciting too. We've heard our name, and it's very exciting. It is emotional because you're like, oh my gosh, somebody thought about me. You know, you guys should watch next time. It's just, and you guys should join the chat on Friday, and it's they go over merch and they go over news.
We do a Friday show every week where I sit with Dad Builds. Chris Dad Builds deserves a lot of props because he creates all the videos, puts all this time in for our Hall of Fame events on his own. When you come into our show, it's like you're watching like an Oscar show. I mean, we've got presenters coming in and everything. Dad Builds deserves a lot of respect for that.
Yes.
But Chris and I do a show every Friday night where we partnered up with Chip & Co. Everybody knows them in the Disney community. They are a full-fledged partner of mine. They give me full approval to show their entire website live on my broadcast. We go through all the new news that's out there for the week. We go through all the new merch that's out there for the week, figure out what things Larry's going to spend money on for Andrea. It usually works out that way. And then that's where we recognize I have community segments that I do on Friday night. Like I take pictures that come in from people from the community. I do a whole segment called Magical Moments in the Parks, where we show pictures of people in the parks with their favorite YouTube creators that I receive.
Oh, cool.
I do a segment on there, the under 1,000. I do the 100K segment. We do other things, highlights in the community. People accomplish things. I recognize channel success for people. Anything over 100,000 and above, every 50,000, 100,000, if somebody sends me on their views, we'll recognize it. If people are growing in their subscribers and hit milestones for every 1,000, I recognize them. Once they hit 10,000, then it's every 5,000. I recognize them each week, show their channel. Hey, they just hit this. And again, I send them a note and tell them, look, I'm going to recognize your channel this week. If anybody ever said don't, I wouldn't. If they didn't want me to, but nobody's ever, knock on wood, nobody's ever said that yet. And I tell them, I don't want anything for it. I don't ask anybody to subscribe to me. I don't ask anybody to do anything. I believe at the end of the day, God left me here for a reason. And I think part of it is obviously to be better as a father for my kids. But the second part of it is to help other people. That's my vision of why I was left here. So I try to do it on all fronts. And again, I make sure I tell everybody I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes in life, you know? So if nothing else, I hope that at the end of the day, he goes, all right, you got this many mistakes. You got this many good things. We're square. So it works.
The good outweighs the bad.
And you do such a great job of it. And you and Chris make a great team. And Tina Marie, she helps out a lot.
Oh God, don't get her head big.
You know, now I can't look at a pickle without thinking of Tina. I'm just saying.
Yes, I'm going to leave that alone because I'll get in trouble. But I am working to try to help her to get to 1,000 subscribers. She is an amazing young lady. She works hard. She does a lot of great little creativity on her channel, and she's at 8 something, and she's the next one I'm working to try to do it. And we want ethical subscribers.
Right.
If you're out there and you're doing something unethical, if you're buying views or you're buying subscribers, or you're buying likes, it's evident. You can see it. You know, I had a channel reach out to me recently, who the guy had 12,000 subscribers, and I knew he was buying, but I wasn't going to say that to him. But he literally said to me, "Can you focus on my channel?" I said, "Well, I just don't think it's going to work out right now." And the reason is he's got 12,000 subscribers. I go into a live, he's got 2 people. He's got 2 people watching all the time. He just went out and just tried to take a shortcut. And why is that offensive to me? It's offensive to me because of every person that puts hours upon hours of their time, their energy, their money.
A lot of work and perseverance.
Yeah. Whether it's Instagram or TikTok, it doesn't matter. You're an artist if you're out there doing it. And it would be no different than having an artist down in the middle of Baltimore painting on a muse, and you walk down there and buy one and put it up and say, "Yeah, I painted this." It's the same stuff. Yeah. So, you know, to me, I take a little bit of offense to that.
Right.
And shortcuts.
It is hard to stream in the parks. Me and Larry have been trying to stream, and it's very frustrating because we always lose our service. And, you know, I think we had 50 people in one time. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And then we lost everybody. No. And we had to start all over. And finally, me and Larry were like, you know what? We switched to AT&T, and we're going to try. Hopefully it'll work this time. I'm excited to try it. I
hope so. I know you and I tried to stream during Fantasmic, and I just gave up. Larry kept on, but I was like, this is not.
There's a lot of factors.
It did not work.
To that, there's a lot of factors to that. You got to look at the amount of volume of people that are streaming to see if the bandwidth for what you're there can handle. In every park, whether it's California or Florida, there are nuances of segments where there is no reception, and it takes time as a live streamer to figure out where those spots are to navigate around them.
If that makes sense.
It's so much more to stream. People think you just take a camera and you just start up and
get on and go.
No, it's not. It's far from that. I had somebody reach out to me recently, and they were out. I don't know. They were asking about Resort TV One. And they literally said, well, I'm going to reach out to them and ask them, you know, if they could, you know, tell me, you know, how they do this and how they do this and how they do this and how they do this. And I literally said to the person, I said, I can tell you there's no sense sending that email. And they said to me, why? I said, well, think about it. They're going to be polite to you, and they're going to politely tell you no, because they're polite people. I said, but here's the reason they're telling you no. They've spent years, money, a ton of money, buying all different types of equipment to find out what works. They've spent a ton of time trying to work through ups and downs. They've had great things that happen and things that have fallen apart. They put all these things over for years. In all realism, why would they want to do all that work, all that effort, and then just give it over to anybody and say, here it is? I mean, I help people when they call my channel to a point and they ask me for help, but I'm not going to sit here and tell them how I did X, Y, and Z that's spectacular on my channel and give away the farm. You know, it's just the realism of stuff. You got to put in the time.
Yeah. It's again with trying to take the shortcuts. You've got to put in the work.
Yeah, and if you do,
and it's a grind. You know, it's a grind, especially at first.
Yes,
That's long, slow
Yes.
grind.
I remember last year we went to, it was last year or the year before, we went to Disneyland. We were going to live stream the fireworks on New Year's. We waited in the best spot there is, for 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. We waited there. Our stream didn't work.
Oh, really?
Oh, it hurts.
It did hurt. It hurt a little bit. And I was standing there behind Larry, and I think we had Magically Consumed next to us, and they were having trouble. We had I think it's Dave Fornia next to us. He was great. He was getting everybody hats, cheering us up. And then all of a sudden, these drunk people came behind us. And, when you're standing there, there's no space available. And he comes up right behind us. It's just frustrating. It was a frustrating night. But, you just
That sucks.
It's no different than when you put you put a short or a video together and you're watching it. You're like, man, I edited this thing perfectly. It's got every cut right, the shots, the angles. I've got incredible music going, and this thing is going to pop. And you put it up and it gets 12 views.
And you're like, what?
2 days later, you put up a video of a duck walking across the floor. You're like, hey, look at that duck. I'll just leave it up, and it gets 1 million views. And you're like, what just happened?
Yes.
Right.
It seems like there's no rhyme or reason to what does well and doesn't. Some just like this short, stupid video and takes off. And once
It's
you
so frustrating.
you're like blood, sweat, and tears into cutting everything up and having the bright transitions, and the music's perfect, and nobody watches it.
Right.
I just tell everybody, just keep hitting record, because it's, if you're passionate about it, at the end of the day, if you're proud of what you did, at some point things will come around. And if you don't give up and you believe in yourself, anything can happen. Look at, I still say, the biggest thing that the person that I use for this example is JoJo. I knew JoJo when JoJo was just a sanitation guy over at Magic Kingdom. He came out one day. We were down there. I was down there with the Dissonant guys. It was before Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And JoJo came out and recognized those guys. And we were walking around, and he was telling me about, I'm going to do this. I have this aspiration. I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. And, at the time, everybody was just like, it's just, the guy, sanitation guy. And here's a guy that didn't give up, that tried to find every ethical way to do it. I don't believe he bought one person, one subscriber. He went out and hit his community. He hit the TikTok community. He hit the Instagram community. He got into the cruising mode. He did vlogs. He did lives. It didn't matter what it was. He did it. And here's a young guy that's persevered and has more subscribers than Tim Tracker.
I can't believe it. He's almost at 1 million.
He's going to be at 1 million probably by the end of the month. And, I saw him last Christmas down there. And when we were down there for the Christmas party, and I walked up to him and he gave me a hug, and I said, dude, I never expected this, but I think you're going to be one of the biggest creators out there someday. And he was humble, and he said, we'll see. I don't know. I do my thing and everything. And we did pictures, and I said to him, can you do my Christmas video for me? Because I was doing a Christmas video for the community, and he did the video and everything. He introduced me to his girlfriend that he was dating, and we talked for 5 minutes, and, I just told him, same thing I said to everybody else, just keep hitting record.
Yeah.
I like that. Just keep hitting record.
Yeah. well, Pete, tell everybody where they can find you.
Right now, I'm in my office or in studio with Meryl.
If you want to put your address, that's okay.
Guys, we already said it.
Too many people already have that. My links are in the chat, courtesy of Patty Puddles or somebody in the background there. I'm over on YouTube. That's my primary. We have our primary channel, which is Disney, football, and baseball. My three passions. And then that's at Pete McDevitt Show. And then we have our second channel, which is called The Deuce, because sometimes you just got to take a deuce. And that's
I get
kind of what we show everybody. So that's hockey and basketball and NASCAR over there. And, we're having a lot of fun with it. And, if you're looking to grow your channel and need some help, don't hesitate to reach out, because I'm always willing to help everybody, as long as Joey agrees to keep wearing shirtless shirts.
So that's forever.
We had some big lined up for August, and it's fallen through. We were going to have, a shirt off where Joey and your husband, there could do their shirts off. We had a whole thing planned, and Joey's scared. Joey's scared of Larry. So,
Yeah, with all those tattoos, I would be scared too.
Thank you for having me on tonight. It's nice to sit down with you good ladies and have a few
Yeah,
minutes of
thanks
laughter.
so
for
much for sitting down with us. I really appreciate it. And you're such an inspiration.
Absolutely.
Yes. I'll
Yeah.
see you around, Pete.
Absolutely.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.
Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, he was wonderful. Oh my gosh.
So sweet and generous.
Mm.
And with
I
his
love
time, he
Pete.
spent so much time with us, just chatting with us. And
Mhm.
that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, you should check out his Friday nights. They're fun, and I love Dad Builds. He's so fun.
Yeah.
He's I didn't get to meet him. I think he couldn't come last time to the meetup, and I was so bummed, Joey.
Oh,
Oh geez. But yeah, this year he's gonna be there, and
well, tell Pete I'm going to crash.
you should, because we are staying an extra day so we can go to Hershey Park.
That's right. You told me that.
Yeah. So if you want to meet up,
Yeah, it's so close. Like it's all within 2 hours from us. So
have you been there?
no,
Long
since
time
I was like in middle school.
Oh my gosh.
I know,
really-
'cause I was like a school trip, but I don't think which is so bizarre because we go to Busch Gardens all the time. That's like 3.5 hours away. We go to
Oh.
Orlando like a couple times a month, and that's like we live in Virginia, so it's not close. Hershey
we-
Park. That's too much.
Okay, so our next segment is merchandise that we
Merch.
want to buy. So let's check out these bottles we found. I'm so excited.
Oh, my friend sent me this and I was like, what? Oh my gosh.
I know. I was at my desk when I saw it, and I'm like, I have to look this up right now.
And the video takes
Don't
so
turn.
long. And I was like, what's going to happen? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
At
like,
first,
look
I
at
didn't understand what was happening. I was listening to the song,
Yeah.
but then I was like, "Oh, I need this," and I went on. They're like $28, I think, with
Mhm.
free
Oh,
shipping
wow.
worldwide. And I was like, "I need this." I was like, "It comes in 3 colors."
Right?
So I was
I
like,
wonder
yeah.
if they're all different or if they're just different colors.
I think they're just different colors and they all feel the same. But
I
makes
might
you want to
have
drink your water.
I know.
Oh my
if
gosh,
husband's like,
yes.
why did you get this? I'm like, Morgan made me do it.
Guilty.
Right. So I might. Oh my gosh.
Look how
Okay.
cute.
So
I-
cute.
I can smell this right now.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
can taste it,
I
even though
I
it's a
had to
blush.
bite
But I
her.
can.
I am addicted to these things. Dang it.
They're
And
so
they're
amazing.
coming out with new ones.
They're so adorable.
I
They're
know.
so cute.
Okay. So how cute is
Ooh.
Oh,
this?
that's cute.
That's really cute.
Oh, I see
Girl
Briar
Scout on
Rose.
there.
Right. I saw that Cakeworthy has a little section of 100 anniversary stuff, and they're all really cute. This one, I don't know. I might have to get it.
I think you should.
I like the different like character choices. You know, it's not
Yeah.
just like
It's not
the maid one.
typical-
It's like
Yes.
I see
Yes.
like Genie in there, Dumbo, Lumiere. Like I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Lilo. It's usually just Stitch, but it's Lilo. Love
Yep.
it.
I do like that one. This is
So
adorable.
It's so cute.
This
With the
one will
little
match your
bird.
popcorn bucket.
Yes, it will.
Look at this
Legit,
popcorn
that's
bucket she
older.
has.
Oh wait, this side. This side.
Shut up.
And
It's
it's
Right?
from Tokyo. So they
Look
make
at it.
their
Oh my God.
popcorn buckets stronger, and then it's
and
also
Timothy Mouse is on there. Like, oh
yes,
my goodness.
yes.
Oh my God.
and
You
like,
know,
and you
Back
can
Talk
take-
just went to Tokyo. I should have give her a list.
honestly,
I know. She looked like
honestly,
she had the best time too. I'm very
know.
jealous.
Tokyo has all the best stuff.
They
They
do.
And
Miss
their
them
parade that they just replaced. Have you guys seen it? I probably should have put it for the
No.
show.
Yeah.
Rapunzel is swinging from her hair in the
Nuh-uh.
Get
parade.
out, really?
We'll
Yes,
show. Okay, let's show. it
I'll
next
send.
time.
I'll
Yeah, we
send.
need to see that next
Yeah.
week. That's amazing.
That
yes,
is
oh my
awesome.
Oh,
God,
wow.
Stop.
Oh my gosh.
I need.
Fruity fig
Yes.
bar.
Fruit. I wonder what he smells like.
Like a
Fruity
fig Newton,
fig.
probably.
Like a fig Newton, maybe.
That'd be my guess.
Someone it's
Oh.
about
I
time
got my
someone done
little
figment.
Figment popcorn bucket.
Oh yeah. I thought these were
Oh,
so
They're
adorable.
Those are
adorable.
cute.
I saw those at Box Lunch when I was looking at the website today. I was like, oh my gosh, this is precious.
I know.
Those are
And
so
they have a
cute.
lounge fly of Gus Gus. Would be adorable. I just want to feel this.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm a toucher. Like I like to
there's-
touch
Me
things. I
too.
walk through stores like a child, and I'm like, please, Beth, stop touching.
And there's a little piglet on the back I can see.
I can see it
Oh,
too.
you're right. Oh my god,
That'd be cute if that was like a coin purse, like attached to it.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That would be super cute.
I thought these were cool looking.
Look at
The,
little Pluto.
they're like little quilted plush friends.
Yeah.
Sensory. That'd be great for babies and toddlers
Yeah.
and stuff. Just
Yeah,
different
I bet
textures.
like their ears are like that crinkle stuff on the inside
Oh,
too.
right.
like
You
in
know?
like cat toys and stuff.
I
that,
was
like,
gonna
like-
say my cat would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, stop.
These are cute.
Oh, I love those.
Hi,
Super cute.
Mike. Welcome in.
They
Yeah,
never
I've-
make
I've
enough
seen
shorts,
these.
and
I
those are
know.
cute.
Those are cute. I have a shirt like that too. So
You could do like
This
like that.
color.
I
like
Ooh.
know.
Is
I
there
was-
like a signature name for it? Or you know how there was like millennial pink a couple years ago? This looks like
This
honestly
is
with the different colors, it reminds me of that 90s like soda cup with the chalk of the
Yes!
That's
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
look closely.
yeah.
oh my gosh.
Oh,
So Hot Topic has
Oh
a
my
bunch of
gosh,
Peter Pan stuff
cool.
right now, and I thought these were adorable. They have, I think they have shorts too.
Really?
I like the art of it too. I like the colors and the pastels.
You
It's very
can
cute.
wear this and go to Lamplight Lounge in Disneyland and have a Lost Boys drink. I'm just
There you
saying.
go. Have a whole theme day.
Oh,
How
Oh, that's
cute is that?
beautiful. That's really cute.
honestly, I like the shoes with it too.
Yeah.
I know those aren't for sale, but I like this whole
I
aesthetic.
don't think I could wear those at Disney though.
Oh, absolutely not. No,
you
no,
just
no.
you bring a pair of like Sperry's or
Right?
Mhm.
something else, and you change into those for pictures real quick, and then you take them off.
Yep.
Otherwise, you would die.
I love this.
Cute.
I want to get a tattoo of Snow White, and this is maybe an inspiration. I just love it.
You know, everybody forgets she's a sleeping princess too, in addition to Sleeping Beauty.
True.
But-
That's true.
Yeah.
She is adorable. This,
Ooh.
don't walk, run to this. 'Cause I think they were almost out. I want one of these. I like
those.
the one with
I
the
don't even know
screw
which
top.
one I want. All of them? Do I need all of them?
Those are so
Oh.
cute.
I honestly like the little one.
I know the little one's super cute.
What would you do with that?
It's a
That's-
keychain, I think.
Oh.
This one is cute. It's
Steamboat Willie?
thank you, Steamboat Willie. In the back of it, I think is my favorite. Is that one?
This
in
looks
it?
like Larry for sure. Like something.
Yeah, he has a problem with buying shirts. He has like a million of them. Yeah,
There
I
we
like the back of it.
Ooh, and the hoodie too.
Mhm.
I'm assuming that's all together. I
I like
like it. I like it.
Right. I have a lounge slide that would match that. And look
my
how
gosh,
cute.
That was
I
sweet.
saw those at the Disney, the World of Disney, and those are
Me too.
adorable.
They're so
I'm a
sweet.
I'm a sucker for like a vintage Mickey, like black
Yeah,
and white,
they're
pie
pretty
eye.
too.
Very cute.
I love this.
Oh, that's cute.
I know. Reminds
I
me of
love
strawberry
gingham.
shortcake.
Yeah, I love gingham. In the
It reminds
springtime,
me
like
of Bath and Body Works, but in like a good way.
It does. Yeah.
Like put all your like when Bath and Body Works has their semi-annual sale, just go
yeah,
with
they
this
have gingham
backpack,
bags,
put
like
it
that
all in
blue-
there, and
yeah.
whatever fits in the bag, you get.
And I
for
think they
this
have like a
much.
whole gingham line too, like different colors.
Yes,
Mhm.
of the bottles.
There,
yes,
there
yes.
it is. My water bottle.
He's just taunting us now.
I know.
should put the
probably
cocktails
takes
in
like 12
hot.
weeks.
They'll be cold.
We'll,
They'll-
we'll let them know if we finish by the end of the show. It'll show.
Oh my gosh, that would
It's
be
backwards
awesome. So we need to go over the 50th anniversary. Goodbye, 50th.
Oh,
Goodbye.
It was a long 18 months.
It was.
seriously. And there's honestly so many other anniversaries. Like, so Disney World's 50th was going on, and then Disneyland Paris's 30th,
Mhm.
and then now the 100th, and then now Tokyo's 40th.
And I think, wasn't it Hong Kong 15th?
I think so. I think
Something
so.
like that.
But this is going to be kind of negative. But every single other celebration was so much better than the 50th. That's my hot take. I think they did there was very obviously budget cuts in all of this.
I think there was good stuff and there was a lot of bad stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it started October 1st of 2021.
Yeah. Were you guys there that day?
We might have been. I think that year we were there a lot. I think we were there 5 times. 5 or
Were
6
you?
times. Yes. We're from Oregon, so that's a lot.
for you
That
guys.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went that day and we were like so excited. You know, we're so excited to see the new fireworks. Like we didn't watch the preview ahead of time. We wanted to see it actually in
Mhm.
person. And we were like, well, what was that?
I heard that from a lot of people.
Stripes. Yeah, we were like, there was no Walt, there was no mention of like the opening day attractions, like all of the stuff that started Disney. Like it was just like pushing like the new IPs, and we're like, this is an anniversary fireworks show. Like, what are you doing? This is not it. I feel like the fireworks missed the mark.
Oh, for
And then
sure.
we started on the barges over at Epcot. Thank God those things are going, because what on earth?
You know that Barbie meme that's going around where everybody's like, this is the Barbie.
Yes.
My friend did this hilarious thing. Oh my gosh, I'll have to find it. But instead of Barbie, it was Bargy, and it was like the most ugliest thing at World Showcase, or this is the barge that was the ugliest thing at World Showcase. And I was like, yes.
That's hilarious.
Why would you? What is wrong with you? Why would you do that?
You know what? I think the worst thing that came out of the 50th anniversary from
Yes.
October 19th, 2021. What started that day?
Ratatouille.
Genie Plus.
Oh, that happened that day.
Yes.
Okay, I don't
It
know.
started at $15 Bargy.
And it says this bargee is being dismantled. Yay!
They are. I think they're taking them out. They're taking them out.
Oh,
here.
this is
Oh, is this
watch
the
this.
hair?
This is in Tokyo.
That's amazing. Like,
Tokyo.
I want that here. Like
Reason 537 million why Tokyo is better
I
than
know.
any of the US parks.
we need that
There you
here.
go.
Please bring that here.
That would be pretty awesome. That was great.
That was really cool.
I wonder what the rest of the parade looks like if they have that.
I watched a YouTube video of it today, and I'm like, this looks pretty cool. I'll just say, without spoiling any, it's very kinetic. So within one float, there's so many moving parts, whether it be the characters like Rapunzel's doing, or the boat Moana's on is moving. In this, they just do.
Okay,
such a
well, do
phenomenal job.
they have Hey Hey?
They
I
do.
guess-
Hey Hey's on the float, and
Okay.
also, I think this is like a minor touch, but I thought it was really cute for any Beauty and the Beast fans. Belle is there, but walking with her prince as the prince, not as the beast, which is very rare to see.
different.
That
You
is
never
different.
see Prince Adam anywhere.
No, you don't. And he looks very, very handsome. I'm like, ooh,
Does he?
yes,
Oh, more Prince
Very
Adam,
yes.
please.
yes, Liz.
Okay.
That's awesome. So Genie Plus started off at $15 and it was $35 the other day.
Recently, yeah.
Wow.
Lord.
Can you imagine? That's wild. Per person, per
Right.
day.
That's per person.
Like, but me by myself, who doesn't have any kids or a significant other, and like I'm paying for myself, that's not 15 is manageable.
Mhm.
But then getting up to 30, 35, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's not
30,
including the
35.
add-on rides
Paid
you want.
ones. Yeah.
Right. And then if you're a family of 4,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hard.
Per
For
day?
one day. For one day.
Yep.
it's
No.
Hard.
But it's not like the paid ones where you're like guaranteed. You still have to try to like schedule your times.
Right.
right. You still
Just
have to be
wait.
quick about it.
Just
Yeah.
wait till 9 o'clock when it's closing or whatever time. You got a minute and then get in line.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
The iridescent, the color of the 50th, I thought was great.
I did like.
Yes. And when they first painted the castle,
Mhm.
like I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. But it
Right.
really grew on me. I was
It
like,
did.
okay, I'm okay with
And it
it. now.
faded a little.
Yeah.
Just a
I-
little.
It looked really pretty at nighttime.
It did.
Yes.
It did.
Yes.
And the
And-
thing they did with all of the beacons, like I really liked that especially Spaceship Earth, like that's
Oh.
gorgeous.
She's
was-
a beauty.
Yep.
She's
She
the
is.
prettiest girl.
Thank you, Pat. I like that.
Yeah.
And the I think Mickey and Minnie's outfits, the iridescent outfits, those were
yes.
really cool looking.
Pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
They have some cool running outfits that people that are like the ones they wear, and they're very cool looking. I want to get one.
You should.
Do it.
For your 4:30 a.m. runs.
Yeah.
Crazy lady.
I was up at 4 this morning, not 4:30. I was like,
madness.
I was like talking in my watch when I was running this morning. There's like, what are you doing up?
And I was like, who's up and like messaging me?
On the
Oh.
East Coast, and I was
Andrea.
still in bed.
Oh,
look at
Okay.
he does look like the beast. a
hello,
little.
Adam.
Yeah.
I do like her
awesome.
dress. Look at her dress.
Yeah, her dress is
Gorgeous.
super cool.
Yeah, I highly recommend, like, if you know you're not going to get out to Tokyo anytime soon, go watch it on YouTube. There's a couple of videos of the parade because I think it just opened up, not yesterday, maybe the day before, but gorgeous. Tokyo just does it right over
I like it.
It's impressive. Even the detail on her dress is,
I
there.
know.
Stunning.
yeah.
That is really nice. What do you think about the golden statues?
I was a little offended that there were no villains.
I was offended there was no princesses.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was weird.
I was underwhelmed because I thought they were going to do so much more.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
like the look, but then you're supposed to like do the thing, and they're just
Yeah.
like, you're like,
And even
"What?"
that, which wasn't right when 50th first started, it was just so underwhelming by the time it actually rolled around. We're like, oh,
Right.
okay.
I'm over it now. I was excited
And
when
then-
I thought it was gonna.
and then you're like this.
Right.
Trying to
right,
get
the
your
crazy
magic.
person.
yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
an idiot. Yeah, no, I mean, they're cute, and every time I see them, like, oh, especially the Bambi one in front of the Tree of Life, super
That
cute.
was-
It's one of my favorite ones. But
Yeah.
like, why
Little
are
Chip
there
and
no
Dale.
villains? Why are there no princesses? Like, those are the ones I really want to see.
Yeah.
I mean,
do
maybe there are no
appreciate-
princesses because they have like the meet and greets, but come on, there's no Maleficent statue. What do you guys do? Chernabog? Come on.
I do like how they were proportionate to what they would actually be. Like I remember specifically like Frozone and Edna. I think we're in close proximity to each
Mhm.
other.
Mhm.
And Frozone was super tall
Really,
and Edna was little. And I'm like, I appreciate that attention to detail.
Yes, the
Right.
scale is
Yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
I like the one from Soul. That one was really.
that one's
Oh,
really
the-
cute.
I was gonna say guitar, the piano and stuff.
And I do smile every time I see the Miguel one at Epcot. I'm always like,
I
oh,
do too.
that one makes me smile.
And
I like 'em
Dante.
Ooh, little piglet.
Oh, yes. So I mean, I do like them. I just wish that I don't know there had been more representation.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Of all different facets of characters. And
yeah.
Yeah. What about the rides that came out or didn't come out?
I was gonna say.
took too dang long.
Yeah,
It was like I already forgot about it
Yeah,
by the time they
right.
Well,
actually
they were
came
all
on.
supposed to be open on the 1st, so we were
Mhm.
all like
So
excited.
it started with Remy,
Mhm.
and then it
Yeah,
went.
that did open that day because that was
Right.
a big thing. You had to choose whether you're going to be at Magic Kingdom or if you're going to be at Epcot.
Mhm.
Right.
Smart
and
on them
then-
to like split up the crowds on
They're
that
very
day.
clever. They do that all the time. They're like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, well, this is going on this day. Oh, we're going to soft open this on that day too. So you have to pick where you want to be.
Right,
Always
right.
trying to drive crowds to other parks and other places. They're
Right.
very
Mhm.
clever, Disney. They know what they're
And
doing.
then the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Cosmic Rewind came out.
I absolutely love that ride.
I haven't been
Phenomenal.
on it yet.
I'm scared to go on that ride. I don't want
You
to throw up.
have to ride. It's amazing.
I get a little motion sickness. And I did that ride twice in the same day because of a very unique situation that I got offered. And I only felt a little bit woozy at the end. I just needed some water and it was good. So
Yeah.
I don't know how
Where-
sensitive you are, but I did pretty good.
You have to at
I
least ride it one time.
oh
Right,
my
right.
gosh, I'm gonna have to get drunk again.
I would maybe not go that route. You can get drunk afterward, but I would maybe not get drunk before.
Larry got off, and I remember seeing him because he met me, and I was in Creations, and sitting there waiting for him, and he was sweating, and he's like, I think I need to go to the bathroom. I'm like,
oh
yeah. So, and I also heard, they put more garbage cans out because people are getting sick, and I
Yeah,
was like,
they did
that does
say
not make me want to go.
I've never been on the ride or been with anybody who's gotten sick on it.
You haven't?
I think my mom got a little queasy, but she was
Mhm.
fine.
Right.
The
I
only
just don't
time
want
I-
it to ruin my day.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
I can see that. But you should ride it. It's so good. It's so well done. It's so impressive.
I heard that it was better than Tron.
It is.
Is it?
I haven't done Tron, but I really enjoy that one.
It
So
is.
I heard how short Tron was, and I'm like, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go.
Well, the
I'd rather go on
long
Guardians.
Tron is awesome. I just think that the way they were released made a big difference.
Mhm.
Because Tron, was already in another park that people had already ridden that before.
Right.
And then if that had come before Guardians, I think people would have been more impressed with Tron.
Mhm.
But because we had Guardians first
Right.
and then Tron, which is a little older technology and stuff, it kind of seemed like a letdown. It's a really great ride and a really, great addition to Magic Kingdom. I think I said this exact same thing last week. I'm sorry. I think
I feel like I said the same thing about the motion rides or the trackless rides. I'm like, yeah, they should have the order that they came out should have been flipped.
Yes. I think that, people are a little disappointed because we already have Guardians and Guardians is so amazing. And if it had come out before Guardians, I think people would have been way more impressed with it.
So the restaurants that they had that came out in that time, Space 220.
Yeah.
Never been.
You haven't
Oh,
been?
really, it's fun.
It is fun. It's kind of
fun.
spendy. Like, I remember doing the vlog and I'm like, I could buy 2 lounge flies for the price of our dinner.
Oh my goodness.
It's,
Lounge flies aren't cheap.
No.
It's,
I wanted to say it was $70 a person for dinner.
for the prefix. We just went to the lounge, but
Yeah, at that time it was so new that it
Pretty
wasn't
pricey.
available.
yeah,
And then Steakhouse 71.
that was a really good redo, I think.
It was. I was kind of bummed because we were planning a trip in the middle of it, and so we had breakfast there. The breakfast is okay. It's nothing special in my opinion, but the dinner is amazing.
Yeah. Did you go when it was the wave?
That's what I was excited about. I was like, ooh, I like the breakfast there because my kids, Callista likes the avocado toast.
Oh, mhm.
And we wanted to go back, and I don't think they had it.
They have avocado toast.
I didn't think it was because I remember she wanted
She
it
liked the
again.
one with like the jam, like with the bacon and the jam and stuff. Yeah, that was really good.
Right. And then they came out with the Galactic Star Cruiser.
I could talk about the Galactic Star Cruiser for hours.
I know. I've seen your videos.
I'm not even a Star Wars person. I haven't seen all the movies, but I am obsessed with the Galactic Star Cruiser. It's so fun.
We want to go on that. You need to make the drink that you bought.
Oh yeah, I should. We have the glasses. We should. I should. We'll have to do that one week. I'll have to figure out if I can get the stuff or even find out all the stuff that's in it. But that'd be a fun one. Maybe for the May the 4th, that week.
That's
We are doing the Star Wars show that week.
Yeah, maybe I could do a Star Warsy drink that week. Good idea. I'll put it on my calendar, otherwise I'll forget.
What else did they have? Oh, they got rid of Happily Ever After?
Yeah.
You can tell by all of the support for when it came back.
Yeah.
What people's favorites were.
Right.
I know. Beth had a dessert party to celebrate.
Yeah, we were excited about that. That was a lot of fun. And when you could hear anytime they would make the announcements about how, it's in a few minutes, people would just cheer crazily. I was like, oh my gosh, everybody, the excitement back that night. I was like, this tells you a lot, Disney.
Right?
Here's your confirmation. This was a wonderful choice.
This is the right decision. Yep.
I like it. Do you guys have any other likes and dislikes of 50th anniversary?
I liked most of the merch. I disliked how hard it was to get it.
Yeah.
And I did like how they implemented the new policy where you can only get 2 2 things per
That
person
doesn't
or
that
whatever.
doesn't stop people.
No, you just
I
go
mean,
with a
it
big group
doesn't
of
because,
people,
like,
but
They'll be like, my
they have to
child
try
wants to get
harder.
to.
Yeah, they have to try harder.
Right.
Like your child doesn't even know what's going on right now. You can
He still
definitely
needs this adult large spirit jersey.
Yeah.
He'll grow into it. I know he's 3
Yeah.
months old, but one day.
I'll say this about the 50th. I'm very excited for the 100th.
I am
Of-
too.
I already saw the Disneyland and been over there, and they already had that already going
Mhm.
when I visited a month or back in February, and I just like it so much more. And I love the colors,
The
I
platinum.
do.
the
I love
purples,
I
and
love the purples.
and the
Yes.
bling.
On to the
that
next
Minnie and Dave-
thing.
Yes. Oh, yes. But
Well, the
Yeah.
on to the
18
next
months was
anniversary.
such a long time that it was like toward the end. It's not exciting anymore. Like this is
Right.
like at that
It
point,
makes
almost
it
all I could remember at that point.
Right.
Right.
It doesn't make it as special when it
No.
just
And I get
It's
that you
gone
want
for so
more
long.
people to be able to do it or whatever, but
Mhm.
who celebrates the anniversary for a year and a half?
I don't know. That's like Larry celebrating his birthday for a month.
I kind of
so
do that
old,
too.
though.
So
I'm celebrating
my
his birthday for a year and a half.
but I will say my birthday's a week before Christmas, so I have competition, so I have to fight for it.
Yeah.
I get
You
it.
makes
have to, yeah.
That makes sense.
Stand your ground, Morgan. You deserve to be celebrated.
Be like, it's my birthday. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. But
So before we wrap up, Morgan, tell everybody where they can get to know you.
yes, so if you guys want to follow me on my adventures, I have a Universal trip coming up not this upcoming weekend, but the following weekend. So I'll be posting a ton for that. I won't be on next week's show because I will be in Orlando, but I haven't told you guys yet, but I won't be here next week. Here you go. But you can follow me, Morgan Stark __, and I have my own podcast where we share people's most magical moments in the parks. And I'm always looking for more guests and more stories. So please feel free to message me, Just Some Magic, on all podcast platforms.
Nice. What about you, Heather?
Well, I'm on YouTube as Heather Ever After, and I'm also on Instagram as heather.ever.after. I've been a little bit more active on Instagram lately versus YouTube. Being the military life, things are just all over the place. We moved to Georgia now, so we are closer to Disney.
Woo!
And I would go more, but my husband is gone right now, so it's just not as fun going
Yeah.
without your little wingman, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Aw.
She's sidekick, you know?
Yeah,
Travel buddy.
I know.
he's the Timon to my Pumbaa.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
That's so cute.
put that on a Disney t-shirt. I'd
Yeah.
rather that. It's
I'm
more
sure-
relatable.
You could put crew on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, that husband of mine.
He's I don't know if any of you have met Crew, but he's a kick. What about you, Beth?
You can find us. Us is me and my husband, Vacation Mike. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, all at Villains and Vice.
Awesome. And I am from Our Castle Life YouTube channel. Me and Larry, we do live streams and whatnot. And we're going for Star Wars event coming up in May. We have Instagram, Our Castle Life _Andrea, and then Larry is at Our Castle Life _Larry. And then he just started a TikTok. I have nothing up yet.
Man.
That is not in my wheelhouse, but I'm trying, people. I'm trying.
What'd you say?
It is not in my wheelhouse, but I'm trying. I think I'm too old for TikTok, but you know.
You're not
give
too
it-
old. Larry
give it a
is.
go.
Larry, Vacation Mike. Larry likes Vacation Mike.
Well, Vacation Mike enjoyed Larry.
I
We
do
did
have
that
the
again.
video.
That was fun.
We do. I think that next time we go to Florida, we should all meet up. That would be
That'd be fun.
do a pub crawl or something.
Absolutely. I'm always down for one of those. Always.
I just have to go slow.
And then we'll ride Guardians.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know about that.
The Tower of Terror will be the best day ever.
Yes.
Tower of Terror.
Adorable.
Yes,
I made this shirt.
Did you?
Ooh.
made
You
that?
did?
I did.
Oh.
Do you have a small shop?
I actually do, but it's for doormats. So
Really?
I do.
Well,
I
you
make.
should still plug it.
Yes.
Oh,
plug
it's
it.
it's decor and more. I'll type it out.
Did
in
you
the
say
chat.
decor or decor? Oh, what? That's what it
I
sounded
know.
There.
like.
Andrea. Larry, get your wife.
Decor and more.
Wait, just shut her off. Shut her off.
You shut it
There you
down.
go.
On that note,
On that note, we should probably get off.
we should probably go. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.